Is hair really dead when it grows up out of your scalp? Hey everyone, this is Tracy, and thank you so much for tuning in to my channel. Today I am coming with a question that has really been puzzling me for like ever. Not won't say ever, but I really just been pondering on this. Like, how do a person really know if their hair is dead when it grows up out of their scalp? Many people have said this, and as I sit back and look at it, if your hair was all dead when it grows up out of your scalp, then to me, you wouldn't have no hair. Let me explain why I say that. And I know that's going to be the top question. Yeah, your hair is dead when it grows up out of your scalp. You can't tell me anything different. Until it has been proven that that is the case, I will stand on what I believe in to say, no, your hair is not dead when it grows up out of your scalp. Now, the reason why I say this, if your hair was dead when it grows up out of your scalp, then to me, you wouldn't have none. Why I say you wouldn't have none? Because if it grows up out of your scalp, then it'll automatically just fall once it comes up out of your scalp. Then I could see you saying that your hair is dead once it grows up out of your scalp. But it don't do that. Your hair will grow, grow, grow until it gets old enough, or that follicle is not being nourished or treated right, or whatever the case may be, that will make that hair fall. Or it's just that strand of hair, its time is up. Because once that strand of hair time is up, that means that is considered dead. And once that hair fall, if it hasn't been broken, it would have that little bulb on the end of it. It'll be like this little white bulb that would be on the end of that hair. That lets you know that is a dead hair. Now, that's what I consider. Now, I stand to be corrected, because if it is known facts out here that it's been proven that your hair is dead once it grows up out of your scalp, I would like to know what links it is. So leave them in the comment section if it is solid evidence to prove that this is true. Now, if it's just some reading saying this and that, then that's basically what everybody is getting this information from. It's some old reading, but it has not been scientifically proven. Whereas a lab or somebody showing you whatever, what needs to be seen, okay? Keep in mind, as a cosmetology student, was told that your follicle is what nourishes and feeds the hair. Your hair is being fed and nourished through that follicle, which is inside of your scalp. Inside of your scalp, inside of you, period, your blood flows and all that good stuff, sending nutrients all throughout your body to nourish everything in your body. Just like you get your heart get nourished, your kidneys and all of that good stuff, so does your hair. All right. Once that fails, that's why it's good to have scalp massages. That's why it's good to brush your scalp, because that's like a massaging type thing going down, and keeping your scalp clean, making sure that it's healthy, it's free of infections or dandruff and all this type of stuff. Because if your scalp is covered with these type of things, then that means the nourishment, as far as getting through the scalp, is being delayed or not being able to go through like it's supposed to, because of the dirtiness of the scalp. So that's why it is important to keep your scalp clean, period, making sure that it's free of all these type of things. But on the inside of your body, your hair and scalp, your follicles, is getting the nourishments that it's supposed to be getting, hopefully. As we get older, all that type of stuff slows down, which means that we got to do more to keep that going. Like I said, scalp massages, and if you got to go to a dermatologist and make sure things is right and going on with your scalp, then you got to do what you got to do. Because once you start seeing your hair fall, then there's a problem. You comb your hair or you brush your hair, and you seeing all this hair in the comb, hair in the brush, or even if you shampoo in your hair, you seeing all this hair in the sink or tub, or however you wash your hair, that is a problem. Okay? Keep in mind, y'all, that we do shed hair every single day. They estimated 100 strands. It could be less or it could be more. But they say within a day, you sheds over 100 strands of hair. Okay, shedding is what I consider the dead hair. Now, 100 strands, to me, that sounds like a lot. But then when you look at how your hair is on your head, it really isn't. Because once again, it can shed less for some people, or it can shed more. All right, now, far as me having locks, all of my hair, let me take out one. Okay, this is braided, but each one of these is a lock, okay? Each one of these within this braid is a lock, all right? Within this lock, okay, just say one lock. I don't comb my hair. I don't brush my hair on a regular. So the shed hairs that I shed within a day, it builds up the lock. That's what really builds up your locks, is that shedded hair, because you're not combing and brushing your hair at all. Your hair is, everything is being collected. All the shedded hair is being kept in that lock. The only way you can get it out is take the locker loose and become, make that loose hair again. That's the only way. So within the day, 100 strands fall is being built up in that lock. It's actually helped building the lock. Now, as far as somebody who not locked, they combing and brushing their hair on a regular. So they're getting out their shedded hairs. Well, as far as someone who is locked, they're not. So that's what helped building up your lock, is the shedded hair. Now, if the hair that grows out of my scalp was dead, then how am I able to have this braid right here? How is I able to get this? How? It looked like to me all of this. My head should look like this. My whole head should look just like this, right? If I'm able to have this, period. I've been locked for 5 years. Okay, so yeah, all my shedded hair is in there, as well as my hair that is alive is in this. It's all wrapped up in this. Your hair is a part of your nervous system. So keep that in mind. That's why it's so important to make sure your scalp is together, to massage your scalp. All of that's good stuff. Don't have nobody making your hair tight. Don't braid no hair tight. Don't lock no hair tight. If it's tight, then you are disturbing that as well, because that also can cause breakage or thinning of the hair. Why? What's happening? The reason why it's thinning, you are either breaking off the hair shaft, the hair that's still on your head. You're either breaking it off or you're damaging the follicle, which can cause it to break off. For people to say that hair is dead when it grows up out of their scalp, impossible. But once again, I stand to be corrected. If there is scientific proof that that is so, then I want to see it. And I don't believe that to be so. But once again, I stand to be corrected. If it is so, I want to see it. I wanted a complete explanation on how you came up with this. Because from what I see, it's impossible. Because if your hair was dead when it grows up out of your scalp, you would be hairless. You would be hairless. You wouldn't have no hair. Your head look just like this. Okay? No follicles or anything would be sitting there. Okay? Even I got hair on my arm. Very little strands. But you can see it's hair on my arm. And all right here is hair. But it's little fine strands. Okay, so if this little fine strands growed up out of my skin or my arm skins or scalp, I'll say, then why is they there? If the hair grew up out of this was dead, then why do I got little hairs on my arm? I shouldn't have anything. That's my point. Now, as you can see how clear my face is. Why? Because I don't have no hair that grows on my face. But right here, you can see all this little hair. Whether it's broke off, short, or whatever, you can see that hair is got the potential to grow there. Why? Because that follicle is still there. Because that follicle is still there and it's being nourished to where I do massages my scalp. I, do this. I do that on a regular to where that's encouraging the follicle to keep making the hair grow, to send blood flow that way to where, oh, you doing something right there. Oh, we fix that. You know what I mean? That's kind of like where I'm thinking how it goes. All right. And then I just keep massaging my whole scalp. And that encouraged the blood flow to keep flowing through that way. Now, once it don't feel anything, then yeah, now you got a problem. So that's why I'm saying that that is incorrect for them to say that hair is dead once it grows up out of your scalp. Because if that was the case to me, you wouldn't have none. So what is your opinion on that? If there's scientific proof and you know, please leave the link or whatever in the comment section, or leave your opinion in the comment section and let me know what you think. That's it for this video. I thank you all so very much for watching. I wish you all a great day. So until the next, deuces and Happy New Year.